No longer. Sinners Anonymous, Day 14. Is temptation sin? Let's go see our example. Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. We go to Hebrews chapter 4, verse 15. For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. So Jesus was tempted just like we are, and he was without sin. So to be tempted, it does not mean that it is sin. In fact, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, it says, There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So we should expect to be tempted. So no, temptations are not sin in themselves. But if you don't take the way of escape through Jesus Christ, then what does the word say? James chapter 1, verse 14, But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. So if you do not take the way of escape as outlined in 1 Corinthians 10:13, if you don't take the way of escape to endure the temptation to bear it, then it will lead to lust. It will lead to sin. And sin leads to death. It says that Jesus was tempted in every way, but he was without sin. James 1:12 says, Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. I want to ask you, why does the word say in 1 Corinthians 10:13 that with the temptation, God being faithful will provide the way of escape? It's to keep you from going into lust, sin, and incurring death. Notice it does not say he provides a way of escape to bear sin. No, he's giving you a way of escape before it turns into lust, sin, then death. You have to accept the way of escape. How about 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9? The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. It doesn't say he knows how to deliver the godly out of sin. Hebrews 2:18, For in that he himself, Jesus, hath suffered being tempted, he is able to succour them that are tempted. He didn't say he's able to succour them, aid them, assist them that are sinning. Revelation 3:10 says, Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Notice he didn't say, I also will keep thee from the hour of sin. Think of it this way. In John 5:14, Jesus says, Behold, thou art made whole. Sin no more, lest the worst thing come unto thee. Or in John 8:11, he says, Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. If temptation is sin, why would he give the expectation to go and sin no more? If temptation were sin, then we'd be sinning all the time. Be comforted that your temptations themselves are not sin. We should expect to be tempted. We're told that we're going to be tempted. He does not expect us to sin anymore. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 4 says, Whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, Jesus Christ, his divine nature, his righteousness in us, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. That means we've endured the temptation, which leadeth to lust, which leadeth to sin, and sin bringeth death. That's why this has all been about temptation. Blessed is he who endures the temptation. If you endure the temptation, you do not fall into lust, which means you don't sin, which means you will not incur the second death that is spoken of in Revelation 21:8. That is the end of day 14. Is temptation sin? No, but take the way of escape. Otherwise, it can turn into sin. May the Lord bless you in Jesus Christ's name.